Hello and welcome back to Wade and Tracy's Adventures. We're on a camping trip to Skidaway Island State Park just outside of Savannah, Georgia. And this is going to be a campground review, so we're going to go do a complete drive-through of the entire campground and let you see every single site. Let's start here at the Visitor Center. This looks like a brand new facility that has only recently been constructed. And inside is not only the check-in, but also a nice little gift shop and an interpretive center with some displays of the local animals that inhabit this area. The reason I do these drive-through video reviews is I have found personally that it's difficult to look at a photograph on a reservation website and be able to tell much about it, especially, what is adjacent to the site you're considering. And so here in a moment, we're going to hop in the truck and we are literally going to drive through the entire campground and let you take a look at each individual site. If you see something you like, of course you can stop and back up and take another look. I thought I'd include the official site map, and I just want to draw your attention to a couple of things. Number one, if you see a red stripe on the site marker right below the number, that is a 30 amp with water. If there's a blue stripe, it's a 50 amp with water, and if it's a yellow stripe, then it's a 50 amp site with full hookup, so it has water and sewer. We will begin our drive-through and take our first right as we enter the park. And we are going to go around a loop that includes sites 1 through 10. Now, interestingly enough, on the map they are marked as 50 amp electric and water only. However, all of these 10 sites did have full hookup. I suspect that it's been a recent improvement and they just haven't gotten around to updating the promotional material that they hand out at the visitor center. If you like this video and you want to see more like it, I would appreciate it if you'd hit that subscribe button while you're here, and if you could give us a thumbs up, and feel free to make some comments if you'd like. Be sure and stick around till close to the end, because there's going to be an interesting surprise for you as we go past Site 56. I think it's important to point out that this park, although it's beautiful and seems very primitive, it is located in an urban area. The nearest homes are about 500 feet from the eastern border of the campground, and you are less than a third of a mile away from a major shopping center with a public supermarket. There's also quite a bit of traffic on the road that passes by the southern border of the park, and you are sure to hear some traffic noise from almost every point in the campground. During the daylight hours, during our stay, we could hear the sound of gas leaf blowers, lawn mowers, and at one point chainsaws coming from the surrounding neighborhood. And I only mention that just in case you want to be in a very remote, very quiet place. This would probably not fit that bill. Okay, we're going to continue on around the Camping Area 1 loop. We're passing site 11. Now these sites are both 30 and 50 amp, so you need to be careful and look at the map if you need a specific type of electrical hookup. And we are on site 14, so we're passing our camper right there. The vast majority of the sites here in this campground are what they referred to as pull-through horseshoes. So as you turn right off of the road, you'll end up with the living area of your camper facing away and facing the woods. So you have some privacy, and you'll also be facing the picnic table and the fire ring. Please don't misconstrue my earlier comments about traffic noise and some of the noise from the surrounding neighborhoods. We thoroughly enjoyed our stay. The noise really wasn't that objectionable, and if you were not focused on it, most people probably wouldn't notice it at all. And admittedly, there's some advantages to having shopping nearby. It was an easy bike ride from our campsite up to Publix supermarket to get a few things that we needed. We're approaching one of the bathhouses. There are 3 in the campground. This particular one is at the north end of the property and is a communal bathroom. By that I mean you walk into a large room with shower stalls, bathroom stalls, and multiple sinks. The bathroom facility near where we were staying in Site 14 inside Camping Area 1 was actually a private type bathhouse, so each individual room was lockable and had a toilet, a shower, and a sink. This is the bathhouse in Camping Area 1, and as I previously mentioned, each of those doors is a private bathroom with a shower, toilet, and a sink. This is the bathhouse that is in the middle of the campground. The sites we're preparing to pass on the right are very long pull-through sites. You enter from the main road, and then we are driving by on an interior road, which would be where you would typically exit. These sites include 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 35, 36, 40, and 41. And on the opposite side of the main road, there was a single pull-through site that was site 45. These are all 50 amp sites with full hookup, and I can assure you, based on my observation, they would easily accommodate the largest travel trailer and tow vehicle, or a very large Class A and a towed. There were actually 4 camp host sites scattered throughout the campground, one at the southern end, one at the northern end, and 2 in the middle. I wanted to point out as we turn down this road that this site, 42, is an RV site that's immediately across the street from a camping cabin. And so if you had a large party, maybe an extended family and friends, that would be a great spot to share. In a moment here at the end of the road, we'll turn around and head back through, and you'll get a better look at the cabins. I don't know how to explain this camper we're passing on the right. There was no site marker, and it doesn't show up on the map either. going to turn in next to the bathhouse. This particular one's located at the north end of the campground, and we're going to park and walk down a pathway and show you some of the Deluxe camping tents. There are 3 available to be reserved. They do have air conditioning, but they do not have any facilities, so they are very conveniently located next to this bathhouse. Okay, pay close attention as we go past Site 56. There's going to be a little surprise for you. This road we're crossing leads down to the trailhead for the Big Ferry Trail, and it's not very far. You could easily walk it. It's about 200 yards on the right. I wanted to point out that the Big Ferry Trail is bike friendly. It's about 3 miles in length, and it was a very nice area that led down to the Intercoastal Waterway. There are 2 additional trails in the park. The Sandpiper Loop starts behind the Visitor Center and is 1 mile in length, and it also connects to the Avian Loop Trail, which is also 1 mile in length and leads down to the water. Bikes are not allowed on those 2 trails. We're getting ready to pass the 3 camping cabins. These are 1-bedroom units with a loft, which includes 2 twin-size beds, a fully equipped kitchen, and bathroom facilities. They are also ADA accessible on the main level, and each of them also has a grill, a picnic table, and a fire ring. We are now passing the large pull-through sites that I mentioned earlier, sites 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 35, 40, and 41. And as you can see by the size of some of these rigs, that these are very large sites and can easily accommodate the largest of RVs. There are only a couple of back-end sites in this entire campground, so if you don't like backing your rig into a spot, then I think this campground would be a good option for you. I know this was a really long video, but I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you found the information useful. This is a large campground with almost 90 spots, so lots of options to pick from. And of course, the town of Savannah is close by, so plenty of options for dining out and entertainment and history. Well, folks, we're going to conclude this tour with the last thing that most of us RVers see, and that is the dump station and the dumpsters. There is one dump station and a couple of dumpsters there on the right as you depart.